Are we good? What the heck happened? Why did that... Yeah, it should be good now. That's really weird. What happened? Huh. Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, we should be good now. That was weird. I wonder why everything turned off. Regardless, anyway. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, your guardian, your high remembrancer, and your arbiter. We're going back to the Dead Space remake today. No idea what happened with the volume or or my microphone, but hey, don't worry about it. We got it working now. Scuff is part of being a streamer. Even expert streamers have scuff. Whiskey Dingo has scuff. Silverveil has scuff. Iron Mouse has scuff. Juniper Actius has scuff. All of them do. Papa Mutt has scuff. But regardless, I hope you're all comfortable. This is going to be fun. Once more before we get started, I'm not going to go into the whole thing about where to look for and do this, do that. Just so you know, if you're watching this on the VOD, hi, I'm Zaruk. You can watch me at Twitch at twitch.tv/ZarukWindcaller. And as for the other things, well, we're not going to worry about those right now. So, those kind of things like my Discord, my Twitch, or, my Discord, my social, all that stuff, just come to the streams and you'll be given that information. Or you can also look at the other VODs where we have it all listed. Regardless, make yourselves comfortable. We're going to dive right in. Oh, and before we get started, one last thing. I apologize in advance if my model suddenly freezes up and you can't see any movement of any kind. I do not know why that is happening. I've tried to talk to a number of people, and they cannot give me an answer. And the tech people that I know also can't give me an answer. And I don't know what the solution is. So if, it's like I told somebody, rather than complaining about it, if you've got a solution, let me know. Otherwise, just know there's nothing I can do about it. It has something to do with, for some reason, VTube Studio on my PC keeps registering other clients for some weird reason, and then it realizes that, oh, that's not Zaruk, so it ignores them. But while it's taking that time to ignore them, it's, while it's taking that time to ignore them, it causes other issues, shall we say. Point is, yeah, and there's nothing I can do about it. Also, Cataclysm, if you're here, quick thing, let's, when we upload this VOD, blur all that out. I know none of the important stuff was visible, but blur that out if you don't mind. I don't want people knowing what my port number is or any of that kind of stuff. Not that it's going to be of any use to them, but still, blur that all out, okay? Please and thank you. Regardless, if anyone knows why that might be, I really need to know. I've had some people say, oh, it might be your Wi-Fi. I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm using an Ethernet connection. So why would it register other people? Or if someone says, oh, might be someone else on your apartment Wi-Fi. No, because I haven't given my password to anybody. So whatever the situation, it's not that big of a deal. Hopefully it'll resolve itself. If not, I'll reach out to some other people and see what we can find out. But enough talk! We've wasted enough time. Time to get back to the Ishimura. Oh, and Josiah, what happened? For some weird reason, whenever, I'll show you, actually, and Cataclysm, again, Cataclysm's gonna blur all this out, but for now I can show you. It's this right here. Every so often, for some weird reason, VTube Studio registers another client, and this causes my model to stop moving as it registers and then it ignores this other client. I don't know what's causing these other clients to pop up. I haven't given my info to anybody, so yeah, I need to figure out how to fix that. Anyway, regardless, enough time has been wasted. Let's get going. Hey! Josiah, thank you for the sub. 5 months. 5 months with you, Chief. Been good. Yeah, I'm glad. I hope so. I'm doing my best. I'm glad you all are enjoying yourself. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and get ourselves started. Let me just set up a few more things here, and we should be good to go. Yes. Oh, no. Got it. Yes, content warning, epilepsy, I know. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. And yes, we are on the 4th chapter, Obliteration Imminent. Okay. Whoa! Oh, you know, that's a great way to get us started. Am I gonna get the finger gun? Probably not. No, that requires a lot. Let's see. Wait. Hang on a minute. There it is. Had to get used to all the buttons.
Okay? At least containment and life support are holding. So far.
Yeah, let's not push it. Housekeeping.
Isaac. Sorry. Shit.
No, keep that rifle close. What's that?
The one that attacked me. I managed to trap him in here. His face. I'm not seeing things, right? That's Chen.
You can't help him, Hammond. He's...
You're right. I should... The hell with it.
Escape pod 47 launched.
I worked with him for years. Johnston, too. At least she was spared becoming a monster.
We're gonna fix this, Hammond. For them.
Yeah. Come on. The ADS cannons. I can hold this position for a while, if no more asteroids come through the roof. Here. All I can tell is the ADS power router was shut.
Well, the administration systems aren't doing much. We could redirect power from there. I'd need to rewire the junction boxes, but we get the ADS cannons back.
Good. Isaac, about what Daniel said. I don't know about any illegal mining or the marker. I swear, I'm just here for a repair mission.
Look, Hammond, I don't know you or Daniels well enough to judge, but CEC had to know about the marker.
The company, maybe. But shit like that's above my pay grade. Look, we can get into it later. You'll need a way down to those junction boxes. You can turn the atrium elevators back on from security. You'll have full access. I found a CEC executive key card. I'll upgrade your clearance.
Again?
And you upgraded yours already?
Yeah, just in case. And Isaac? I heard something up there. Something big. Watch your back.
You know. I'm used to this shit at this point. Isaac Clarke. He's seen shit. That? Oh! Oh dear. Yes, no kidding. Oh, that's not working. Ha! Oh, I thought it was dead. Leave me alone! Ow. Oh, fine time to run out of ammo, Isaac. Come on. Whoa. Burn! Burn in holy fire! Oh. Oh, that did it. See, folks, quote Warhammer, and all your problems will be okay.
Lifted.
Neat. Well, with that taken care of.
Clearance confirmed.
It's on the record, Doctor. This is mutiny.
The marker must be delivered to the church, whatever the cost.
God's sakes, Ben, listen to yourself. The Ishimura's in crisis. You've cut us off. By Maritime Law, Article 5469, I, Dr. Terrence Kine, hereby declare Captain Benjamin Matthias unfit for duty.
Heretic!
Hold him. Ben, you're not yourself. Let me help you.
Traitors, get your hands off me! This is my ship!
Oh my God, he's... You... Ben. You saw I was trying to help him. Doctor, you just killed the captain. We have to take you in. I can't. If the others from the church get a hold of me. Stop!
Huh. Well. You heretic! Yeah, also, for those who don't know, the Unitologists are fucking stupid villains. I'm sorry, they are. I cannot take them seriously, and I never will. I think we're good for right now. Sure would be nice if I could take some of those weapons and some of that ammo, but oh well.
Clearance confirmed.
Knock, knock.
Clearance confirmed.
Knock, knock. Who's there? This! I heard that. Why would you just store money in here? What, is this your secret money stash? Alright. Let's sell these semiconductors so I got some extra cash. There we go. There we go. Alright. Oh, I went the wrong way? Wait, what? Huh, hold on. Huh, I thought I pressed all the buttons in here. Oh well. There we go.
Elevators are now online.
Huh. Guess we go to this floor. Oh, I don't like the looks of this. Through the door. Check your corners.
Entering vacuum. Exiting vacuum.
Okay, so as long as that door stays shut, we're okay.
Entering vacuum.
Isaac, I'm reading electrical hazards on the floor ahead of you.
60-year-old deck plating doesn't play well with power surges.
Watch your step.
Nope!
Clearance confirmed.
Oh, shit! Die! 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 Shit. Oh. Okay, good. He's dead. What's this? I don't remember this weapon. The contact beam. Ah! Okay. So... Ah. So it's basically a Mega Buster. This has strictly become my anti-big guy weapon. Sure, it'd be nice if I could turn off. Oh, wait. There we go. That might help. Server maintenance.
Clearance confirmed.
Nice. Well, we can't turn off the power, so... Oh god, what's the button for kinesis? Crap. Oh. Ah, okay. I do like my plasma cutter. I mean, everything. The plasma cutter is my primary weapon. Everything else is a backup. babies! Now they're dead.
Just got an update. Power diverted from Mining Administration Network. That's one. We still need more power. A couple more systems should do it.
Yeah, about that. Back off! Back off! Oh, this is a fine time to run out. Ow, 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 ow! That could have been worse. No, please stay down. Thank you. Okay. The baby. The baby! Or babies in this case. What? Huh.
Entering vacuum. Entering vacuum.
Alright, on to the third floor. The baby. Jesus, what? Why? Why? Great. Random screaming. Just what I need. You know, I'm just gonna save, considering all the creepy scream.
Show love 100 Blarg. Hi, baby.
Please don't do that, babe. That scared me. But hi. Oh! Lovely! They were doing cult shit in the break room! Don't you just love it when you take a break from your long, like, 13-hour workday and find out that your coworkers have been doing creepy cult shit? Great!
What's that? A recording? Huh. Must be the marker they took up.
So it is the same. That marker. That's the symbol of the Church of Unitology.
Didn't take you for a believer, Isaac.
My mother was. But if they found this on some alien planet, what does that mean?
That Unitology's onto something?
Unitology's full of shit. Forget it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait. Hold on. Hang on. I remember reading about this. Hang on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, so these are all codes. The melee and everything, they're codes. So, hold on. Let's see. Huh. Wait a minute. Hang on. Okay, don't step outside the circle at any time or it doesn't work. Alright, hold on. Let me read this one more time. Oh, I did it wrong. Hold on. Alright. What?
There once was a ship from the SS Ishimura, USG. She cracked on moon with gravity. Go me, bully boys, go.
What?
Soon may the Callion come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. 3 years she served her tour, dirty planets cracked and poor. The captain called no fly and swore he'd take that mucker in tow. Huh.
Soon may the Callion come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Before the ship could set on home, tragedy struck and the colonies are gone. The old red marker done them wrong and brought the miners low. Huh. Soon may the Callion come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. The ghouls aboard a mystery spoke of immutology. The captain swore he'd keep his creed and drag his crew down so. Huh. Soon may the Callion come to save our souls.
So take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. That's actually cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's an Easter egg, but that's amazing. Soon may the Wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the culling is done, we'll take our leave and go. That's actually really cool. I love that. It's really well done. There are some other ones though. Hold on. Let's see. For 40 days and even more, the line went slack and tight once more. The captain, all hands on board, he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the coven is done, we'll take our leave and go. Alright, let's see. So for this one, it's... Oh, that's okay. Soon may the tender men come to send our rocket into the sun. Oh boy. Okay, so there's one more. That was the... So you get 2 nodes, the sea shanty audio log, and then there's one more. Let's see. Alright. Dead, they ascend to the stars. Blessed are the watchers who guard their sleep. May the holy fleet endure beyond the reach of our enemies, and may the brethren make them whole. For our fleet and its sacred cargo, glory everlasting. For those who disturb their stasis, blessed death will be denied them. Praised be the markers and altmen, their eternal prophet. Huh. Okay, hold on.
There once was a ship from the SS Ishimura, USG. She cracked a moon with gravity. Go me, bully boys, go! Ha! Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the
what can you say?
We'll take our leave and go.
That's... What can you say? That's amazing. As far as I heard, the fight's still on, the line's not slack, and the whale's not gone. Oh, hello there. Okay, Pun told me about something like this. Aha! I see it.
Level 3 security clearance required. Level 3 security clearance
Oh
required.
yeah, because I'm totally going to remember to come back here. Alright. Well. Huh, that was easy. Don't say it, Zaruk. Don't say it. Unlimited power! Stop using the grenade launcher on fodder enemies, they said. It's a waste of ammo, they said. What terrible advice. Oh, hi. What, you're not clipping what? The baby getting electrocuted? Or the unlimited power bit? Oh. Oh, God! Oh. Uh-oh. Slow down. Is it dead? Good. Stomp the yard all over your face! Yeah, what he said. Fuck you! That's a big rock. I'm out of stasis juice, though. I gotta go recharge. Now. There we go.
Okay, I'm seeing a power reroute from the electrical systems.
Just watch the outlets. The grid's unstable.
That's 2. One more system and we'll have power for the ADS.
Where else? Oh, water purification. That seems like a bad idea, considering we might be stuck here for a bit, but then again, considering the asteroids are going to kill us far quicker than dehydration will, probably a good idea. Stop whispering my ear, creepy voices. Hey, Duke, how you doing?
Isaac, I cracked the Ishimura's MedSci reports. They're a fucking horror show. These things mold any dead tissue into a new form. One kind infects corpses, and the rest
Make more corpses to infect.
That organic shit on the walls, that's dead tissue too. The crew thought it was a habitat changer. Isaac, I'm gonna run some diagnostics. I think that stuff's spreading.
Damn, sorry to hear that, Duke. You missed the sea shanty part. There's a sea shanty in the Dead Space remake. Would you like to hear it? Stay back. All right, 1 second, dude. All right, let's see.
There once was a ship from the sea, SS Ishimura, USG. She cracked a moon with gravity. Go me bully boys, go. Huh. Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take...
Yeah, that's... Sorry, I had to check my sights real quick. But yeah, that's it. Oh god, who gave Joker a chainsaw? What have you done? Soon may the Wellermen come. I got you, Joker. Hang on.
There once was a ship from the sea, SS Ishimura, USG. She cracked a moon with gravity. Go me bully boys, go. Huh. Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. 3 years she served her tour. 30 planets cracked and poor. The captain called no fly and swore he'd take that marker in tow. Huh. Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. La da 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 da. Before the ship could set on home, tragedy struck and the colonies are gone. The old red marker done them wrong and brought the miners low. Huh. Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take us home.
One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
The ghouls aboard a mystery spoke of immutability. The captain swore he'd keep his creed and drag his crew down so. Huh.
Soon may the Callian come to take our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. They had fun with that.
Elizabeth, it's Jacob. I came to the bridge looking for you, but it is completely fucked. I'm not sticking around in case whatever did it comes back, and neither should you. It looks like the admin staff went to the mining deck.
Shit! Burn in holy fire! Foul abomination! Wait, can I go outside? Nope, not yet.
Power transferred from water purification to ADS cannons.
We got it. The ADS cannons are back online. Wait, auto-targeting offline. Calibration data not found. Fuck. No auto-targeting. The cannons are useless.
What about manual targeting?
You want to go out there with all that shit raining down and target the ADS cannons manually?
If I give the cannons enough targeting data, it'll recalibrate the system. You got a better idea?
Christ. I'll open exterior access. I hope you know what you're doing.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going back to where I was. Wait. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, that can't be good. It's not. Thankfully, I'm pretty good at turret shooters, so hopefully we'll be okay. Alright, let's do it.
What's the plan?
I'll sync a few of the ADS cannons to one of my tools. I target an asteroid, the cannons take it out, and I recalibrate the system.
We're out of options. Do it.
Security request retrieved.
God, someone stop him!
This is Second Officer Sheik. I need security here right now.
No one's coming.
White, for Christ's sake, step away from the control.
Yeah, this better work, because I can feel the impacts now.
Entering vacuum. Entering zero gravity. Syncing targeting system.
Nice.
Calibration complete. Cannon auto-targeting online.
This is a lot better.
Syncing targeting system. Warning. Hull integrity compromised. Calibration
Got it.
complete. Cannon auto-targeting online.
Ah, baby! Okay.
Syncing targeting system.
Ow. Got it.
Data migration complete. ADS recalibrated. Auto-targeting systems enabled.
Quit your choking, you've got air.
ADS cannons are online shipwide. Thank God. Engaging autopilot. Get yourself inside, Isaac. I think I figured out our next move.
This is just a cool sight, because remember, no sound in space. So, this is literally kind of what a space battle would look like. And yes, the suit actually starts to show it getting frozen over. Yes, I think it's a cool little detail, isn't it?
Exiting zero gravity. Exiting vacuum.
Isaac, Hammond, I just intercepted a transmission for medical.
Someone's down there?
See what you make of this.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is a sanctuary. All survivors, please join us.
Nicole, I'm going back to medical.
Makes sense.
I'll head to the crew deck and look for survivors from the bridge. I'll be in touch.
The crew deck. Wonder if he knows something we don't.
Yes, space is extremely cold. Yes. Ah! Oh God! Oh God! Oh my God! Jesus, what is this John Carpenter the Thing looking bullshit? My flamethrower's out of ammo. The fuck? Oh, come on! This is a safe space! Fuck off! Do not come between an imp and his store time! This is supposed to be a safe point. Yep. Time for the new suit upgrade, folks. Level 3. Or this might be level 2. I don't know. I am Iron Man. So wait, all the lines of Isaac swearing when he's stomping are improv? That's actually pretty cool. Feel the wrath of the contact beam. Wait, Cataclysm, I see you clip that. Do me a favor. if we ever make a compilation of all these clips, you're gonna have to put in like does everyone remember like when the first Iron Man movie came out? They used like was it Black Sabbath, or was it another band that did like that has done Iron Man, and like they put over the opening bars to the song. Like, we're gonna have to put that in there, just like the opening 3 seconds. Nope. We're gonna leave now.
Medical. Now arriving at medical.
To the chemical lab.
What? You said the chemical lab? I can barely hear you.
Shit.
Oh! Goody! More cult lanterns! Huh. Uh-oh.
Daniels, the door to medical just locked behind me. Hello?
Another survivor. At last. You'll be safe here. I'm a doctor.
Is Nicole Brennan with you?
You're not here for sanctuary then. Well, Dr. Brennan's currently engaged. Shall I send you to her?
How about you unlock these doors and I'll find her myself?
Are you that selfish? You might let something in. Or out.
Shit.
So, you've decided to be difficult. Take a seat. I'll deal with you momentarily.
Take a seat, young Skywalker. Evil demon babies. Oh, perfect. More flamethrower ammo. Sir, I want to know where my wife is, and if you're not going to tell me, I'm literally going to immolate you alive with this portable flamethrower I have. Trust no one, not even the doctors. Yeah, he...
Kindly avoid disturbing my other patients.
What is this?
Research, of course. I'm so close to finding that missing factor. A unitologist would understand.
I don't like this. That's it. Well, that's disturbing as shit. You know what? Fuck it. Change of plans. I'm gonna grab some ammo, hopefully from in here. Then I'm gonna go back and all those people you've kept them alive and had them suffering, I'm gonna kill all of them. They deserve mercy at this point. Yeah, I'm going back and I'm putting those people out of their mercy. Or, out of their misery, I should say. What do you mean green? That person is dying. Like, they're all dying. Fine. Because if I can't put them out of their misery, then I'll just be wasting ammo. Hey, Lich King. There we go. That didn't work. Permission to burn the entire ship to the ground? Oh, I wish. But there's no other way off the ship at the moment. Our ship was destroyed, so until we find an escape pod or until we take care of this, we're stuck here. Oh wait, I've already been in here. Thanks, I hate it. Oh, that's a dead body. It may be a giant laser beam, but it's almost like I'm ghost busting, and I love it. Oh, no, that's just nasty. That shit nasty.
Patient log retrieved.
There.
Clearance confirmed.
Oh god, it's even in here. Yeah, for those who haven't figured it out yet, this is all the crew. Or part of the crew. This is all organic. And it's all made from dead bodies. Oh, I can open this door now.
Clearance confirmed.
Line rags. So the line gun is in this game. Oh, cool. You lied to me.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is a sanctuary.
Shipwide transmission override. Isaac Clarke.
Just a trick.
Isaac. Isaac. Make us whole again.
What?
I can't move anything. I literally can't move. I can't look at anybody. My controls are locked up. No spoilers, Hop. Actually, I am. Remake. I talk a lot. Something's supposed to happen? Because, hang on. I'm worried this might be the soft lock Niall told me about. I hope it's not, but we'll find out. Because if this is the soft lock, we might be in trouble. Okay, first of all, I'm not stupid. Whatever's in there is alive. I can see it moving.
Shipwide transmission override. Isaac Clarke.
Just a trick. Isaac.
Ah, it was a cutscene. Now it's playing.
Make us look.
Isaac Clarke. All right. Dr. Brennan's nearest and dearest. We were colleagues, you know. Dr. Chalice. Mercer. Are you the reason the marker won't begin? That's it. Convergence is installed. She's meddling. How is the question? But even if I was to ask, I suspect you're not the talkative type.
Your nose is fuck off huge, my guy.
And I haven't fully explored the cause of death as that missing factor. Dismemberment. Now I think we're on the right track there. Try and relax, Mr. Clarke. Convergence is so close. Maybe your death will tip the balance.
Fuck!
Maybe this will work. Isaac? You there?
Daniels, open the chemical lab.
What?
Just do it.
On it.
Oh god, it's the regenerator!
It's open. Go!
Go, 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 go! Fuck! Get off! Get off! Okay. Yeah, you can't kill that thing.
Close broadcast.
It was a trick by a fucking unitologist. Dr. Mercer. He's locked down medical to experiment on the crew.
Oh, God. Every way out is locked down through one of the offices. Must be Mercer's. I can brute force the internal doors, but you'll have to reach his office and lift the lockdown manually.
Unwise, Mr. Clarke. My hunter may regenerate, but he takes an attack like that personally.
Stop! Damn it, I'm getting like... Ah! I need some time to breathe, hang on. Ow.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Breaks the law on my watch. Confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail.
Not right now. I'm busy.
Then pay with your blood. Then pay with your blood.
God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Then pay with your blood.
Stop it! I got it! I'll pay with my... Oh God! There. Okay. Go,
then
go.
Pay with your blood.
Go, 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 go!
Clearance confirmed.
Oh, the line gun! Nice! You know what? Thanks to... Okay, you know what? Thanks to you guys, now I'm just imagining the Regenerator chasing after me yelling, "Then pay with your blood!"
Then pay with your blood. Then pay with your blood.
Then pay with your blood! Okay, that does it. Someone's gonna have to draw the Regenerator chasing me yelling, "Then pay with your blood!"
Surgical log. Dr. Jarvis Mercer. It's a shame.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not?
I just need a minute. I'm out of ammo. I got basically nothing. I need a minute to catch my breath. Okay. Oh, great. All right. Oh! Good! He kept one of the infectors here! I'll fuck up all your shit.
Warning. Local door protocols corrupted. Rebooting system. Please stand by.
Who's there? Oh God! Hold on. I can help you.
Not me. Save hydroponics. We're all dying. Air's poison, but there's still time. Her enzyme will work if... She just needs liquid nitrogen. Save us!
He was right. Air quality is dropping shipwide. Something's poisoning the oxygen in hydroponics. If we lose our air supply...
He said we could fix it. He came looking for liquid nitrogen. And there has to be some in the cryogenics lab.
Okay. Not like we have a better option. I'll clear you a path to cryo.
Clear me a path to a store, too, while you're at it.
Rebooted. Thank you for your patience. Toxic hazard detected.
Shameful, Mr. Clarke. Forcing me to liquidate my research subjects.
He's tracking the duck. There's gotta be. Here! There's emergency vector control at the security checkpoint. Go! I'll try to lock him out!
Oh God, no! Nope! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Hit the deck!
Okay, it's clearing.
For now.
Pump that gas in from hydroponics. Is the air's already that bad?
I'm gonna need a faster way to cryogenics.
I'll open the other door from the chemical lab. It'll take you straight there.
Cool. Okay. Let's go. Whew. Okay. Let's roll. This way. Oh boy. Why must I continue to navigate around the floor where the invincible regenerating monster is?
Level 3 security clearance required.
Yeah, of course it is. Why do I have the feeling I'm going to walk through that door and something bad's going to happen? That's a trap. That is such a trap. Or is that the item? Oh, that's the item. Why are all these necromorphs in cryogenic suspension? Why would you freeze them? Oh boy.
Dr. Brennan have delayed me enough.
If you've heard Nicole,
I have never shown you anything but courtesy to Dr. Brennan. Can you say the same?
I can say I'm not a fucking...
Speaking of courtesy... why have you decided fixing the Ishimura's engines? Our homecoming will be truly divine. And I doubt even you can stop a convergence event fueled by the entire population of Earth.
You take these things to Earth, it's all over.
Only for the faithless. Humanity will be made whole, Mr. Clarke, with or without you. I'd say you've chosen your side.
Nope. You don't need that leg. Oh, for Pete's sake. Why won't you die? And if one of you says nanomachines, I swear I will block. I will time you out. What? You thought I was kidding, didn't you? He's now timed out for 10 minutes. He'll be back. I wasn't kidding. Alright, fine. Cataclysm, bring him back. No, it's 10 minutes. Bring him back. Bring him back. Again, 60 it's 10 minutes. But go ahead and bring him back. I think he's learned his lesson. Bring him back. Hold on. Cataclysm, you're a mod. You have the power to bring him back. Oh, let me, okay. Why did they give you an ass? You're supposed to be like the predominant, like the ultimate hunter. Why do you have such a... Why do you have an ass? I know what I gotta do. I gotta trap him in the liquid nitrogen. How do I start this thing? Oh, I see. I see. Shit, gotta get him stuck in here. Okay, that's it. Open. Do it!
Initiating cryogenic freeze. Cryogenic freeze complete. Transferring specimen to storage.
Ah, good. Very good.
Bastard let me out again. Isaac, you okay?
I stopped that hunter. When Mercer's gone, he wants to take these things to Earth, Kendra. You have to seal the captain's nest and warn Hammond.
Okay, I can seal the nest, but I haven't been able to reach Hammond since he went to the crew deck. Isaac, our air quality is falling fast. If you've got liquid nitrogen, we gotta fix hydroponics.
On it. Keep trying to reach Hammond. Mercer, I don't think he's done yet.
Wait.
Got something, Isaac?
Let's call it a tissue sample from Mercer's pet hunter.
Careful. Who knows what mad science went into that thing?
Maybe I could find out. Figure out what Mercer's up to. If I'm fast, there has to be a DNA scanner close by.
Isaac, the hydroponics tram station is sealed off. You'll need another way there. Take the tram back towards the hangar, then head to the repair station. Remember where you took that broken tram car off the tracks? There's an access door in there that'll take you to hydroponics.
Shit, where is, damn it. Where is the, because I remember, where is that, where's that tissue sample thing? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Got it. I know where to go. Can't believe the space is dead. I know, Strifer. I know. Okay. I know there's a tissue scanner in Nicole's part of the lab. Yeah, it's this way. This way. Come on. It's close. I think it's down below. Okay, dead. Yep. Oh, hey, I can make this joke again. Isaac Clarke with the steel chair! Shame it doesn't do anything. I tried it. It doesn't work. Where's that scan? Ah, here it is.
Beginning DNA analysis. Match found for Brant Harris, mining contractor, Aegis 7. Registered physician, Dr. Chalice Mercer. Warning. Severe DNA abnormalities found. Rig tracking is available to trace possible contagion. Authorize.
Harris, what did Mercer do to you? Authorize.
Syncing logs and points of interest to rig locator. Thank you for your commitment to public health.
You want to know why they made that necromorph so thick? Because we need something to eat. No. 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 I think Dr. No. First of all, gross. Second of all, no, maybe Dr. Mercer just... Maybe Dr. Mercer's a fan of things with, you know, big dumpies. So he gave his... Hold on. So he gave his apex predator necromorph a thick ass because he could. And here you see exactly what Dr. Mercer wanted to do to his perfect predator, both audio and physical. Oh, well. Oh, no, I don't agree with you. I just thought it was a funny-ass joke. How about you want to bet this Harris guy was the one who was literally, like, having a seizure moment when Nicole was treating him? Or no, he could be in the ER. That makes it even worse.
Surgical log.
Ah, God, get off! Okay. There's only so much my heart can take. To quote a famous anime character, I hope my body can take it. Get off! More babies. Why the babies? I don't like babies.
Recording. Here, look up for me. Just a sliver of bone between us and Marco's secrets. Relax. It won't be like ages 7 and that unpleasantness with the nurse.
Wasn't a nurse when I did that. This errand you want me to do in ore storage. The miners won't like it.
They're probably as narrow-minded as the miners in the colony is. Tormenting someone for being a little different. Don't practice.
Yeah, they do. I'm ready.
God. I can see the Marcus knows. It's been trying to show me. They're hungry. They're coming. They'll make us whole. Doctor, I see it now. The marker speaks. We can answer. Tell me how.
Tracking related rig activity.
I can't get to ore storage right now. Great. Just great. Alright, well, if I'm gonna make my way, if I'm gonna do more creepy stuff, I need something cool I need something funny to listen to. Oh. Let's see.
Here, look up for me.
There once was a ship from the CEC, the Ishimura USG. She cracked a moon with gravity. Go me bully boys, go! Huh! Soon may the Callion come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. 3 score years she served her tour, dirty planet cracked and poor. The captain called no fly and swore he'd take that mucker in tow. Huh! Soon may the Callion come.
Yes, Nick, it actually is the Wellerman. It's an Easter egg you can get. Just a Dead Space version of the Wellerman.
Tracking related rig activity.
Oh, hi! Okay. This way.
Spin! Spin!
Spin! Spin! My name is Isaac Clarke, and I like to spin! There we go. So what would Zaruk do if an eldritch creature was summoned to the forest to destroy it but didn't want to? So it was stuck there until it did what it was summoned for. That's the thing. If anything with negative or bad intention shows up in the forest, it will be dealt with. In this case, if it's an eldritch being, the forest will command Amina to kill it. Because Amina has killed a void dragon, which is like the epitome of eldritch creatures. So, yeah, she'd be told to kill it.
Flight deck tram control.
Hope that answers your question, Nick.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
I'm glad Punishable Horror's not here. He would be laughing his ass off at how scared I've been getting. Could Amina kill Lavos? Which version of Lavos? The one where the Epoch crashes into it? The one where you show up right at the turn of the millennium? Or, like, which version are we talking about? Or do you just mean in general? With help? Yeah, I think she could. She couldn't do it by herself. She'd need help. But yeah, I think she could do it. Y'all don't understand. My wife is a bad bitch. Like, we're talking 9 feet of half-giant bad bitch. Like, give her a reason to start swinging her great axe around and she will. And yeah, with a full party, she could do it. Oh, that worked. Huh. Why is the hydroponics tram station connected to the tram repair yard? Oh, well.
Isaac, if you're near hydroponics, check your helmet filters. That air's not safe to breathe.
Yeah, I smelled it. The whole deck's rotting.
I'm reading a huge mass in food storage. Too big to be anything they grew. It looks like the source of the poison gas. That patient in medical, he said something about creating an enzyme, right? Maybe the scientists left the workstation open.
Hydroponics log, Dr. Elizabeth Cross. Now that sprinklers are fixed, we're working close to maximum capacity. All flora is thriving and food yield has created a surplus. And I had the surplus packed up so we could send it to the colony. The Captain Matthias is strictly enforcing his no-fly order. It's ridiculous. I'm lodging a complaint. Everyone knows Aegis 7 needs help. What harm could some fresh fruit do?
Lifting station lockdown.
Oh my god! It's Revenge of the Taco Bell special! Get off! Jesus! You guys all saw that happen, right? Oh god, it's everywhere! Dear God! I mean, I was gonna make a joke about how there was like a severed head and some limbs there, but oh god! There. It's purged. Oh god, dare I go look at the women's bathroom? Oh wait, they're co-ed bathrooms. They don't even have doors. That's disturbing. Lavos cannot manipulate time. Lavos has been used through time manipulation, but Lavos itself cannot manipulate time. That was established in Chrono Trigger. Okay, well, everything looks green, so that can't be all. Why is the water screaming? Why are the water sprinklers screaming?
Report in Luke. This is Dr. Elizabeth Cross. To all survivors, turn back. It's all gone. Everything we grew. My team. All dead. That monster. Please, leave. Get somewhere safe. If I can find a way to kill it somehow. Jacob, if you're hearing this, you know I have to try. Report in Luke. This is Dr. Elizabeth Cross. To all survivors, turn back.
Well, I'm very sorry, Dr. Cross, but, no hablo inglés. Oh!
Liquid nitrogen supply depleted.
I got you.
Liquid nitrogen replenished. Beginning enzyme synthesis. Enzyme synthesis complete. Caution. Do not ingest.
No.
Any luck?
Yeah, I finished the enzyme. It's been modified to digest something big.
They must have been trying to kill whatever's in food storage. Let's hope it works.
Great. No, it's habla. Habla. H is silent. No hablo. Habla. No hablo inglés. Ingest the liquid nitrogen. Ingest the forbidden cold ice cream. Yeah, ingest the forbidden ice cream. Liquid nitrogen. E. Alright. I've got a few clips of plasma energy and 2 clips worth of assault rifle or plasma rifle, about a clip and a half, a drum and a half of flamethrower, and
For the blood god! Skulls for the skull throne!
Well, if you say so. Corn commands and I shall deliver. Blood for the blood god. Oh boy.
food storage. Even if there was, the Leviathan would devour you.
You're Elizabeth Cross, right? This Leviathan, is that what's poisoning the air?
The air. My team has destroyed everything. I designed a special enzyme to kill it. I just needed liquid nitrogen to complete the synthesis. The people I sent to medical never came back.
I've got some of that enzyme here.
Oh my god. How? Listen, we need to inject it into the Leviathan. You can't get into food storage, but there's another way. It's risky.
Riskier than running out of air?
My team has been altered. They're all connected to the Leviathan, breathing out its toxins. That connection goes both ways.
Okay, so if I get to your team and inject them...
The enzyme will be carried right into the Leviathan's heart. Bind the Weezers. End their suffering. And when the Leviathan is weak enough, we bent the bastard into space.
Grandfather Nurgle has no interest in necromorphs. But Grandfather Nurgle is interested in the plague effects. Yeah, what'd you guys think of my great unclean one impression? You gotta, like, if you want to talk, okay, if you want to talk like a follower of Nurgle from Warhammer, you gotta make yourself sound as, like, bloated and heavy as possible, and as sickly and, like, really phlegmy. But you also have to have, like, a little bit of warmth to your voice, because Nurgle's followers do love their Grandfather Nurgle loves his followers. He does. That's why they call him Grandfather Nurgle or Papa Nurgle. So you have to have a little bit of, you know, a little bit of jovialness to your voice. So, for example, you know, instead of it being Grandfather Nurgle loves you, it's Grandfather Nurgle loves you. Like, you have to... Who is Nurgle? Okay. Super duper, super condensed version, Nick. Because I don't have time to go into it. In the world of Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k, or Warhammer 40,000, there are 4 Chaos Gods. Khorne, God of Blood and War. Tzeentch, God of Magic, Change, and Plans. Slaanesh, God of Pleasure, and we'll just leave it at that. And then there's Nurgle, God of Pestilence, Decay, and the Life Cycle. Because each god, despite being associated with negative things, they also represent a good thing. And Nurgle represents the life cycle. Life, decay, all that. Life, decay, death, rebirth. All of that. Yes, there is a blood god. Someone play it for Hop. Yes, there's a blood god. Lich King, if you would. Or somebody. Play the soundbite. Yeah, somebody play the soundbite. Or all of y'all play it.
Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull throne!
Yeah. More blood for the blood god!
Blood for the blood god! Then pay with your blood! Skulls for the skull throne!
Yes, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, let the galaxy burn! Khorne is the god of blood, of death, of war, of conquest. But in a weird way, he's also a god of justice and honor. Because Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows, so long as it flows. But Khorne does judge you for how you get it. Khorne, if you offer Khorne 100 orphans, like you sacrifice 100 orphans, Khorne's gonna spit in your face. Because he thinks, he's like, okay, yay, you killed 100 people who couldn't defend themselves. Woo. But if you kill a powerful warrior in one-on-one combat, Khorne is going to be like, yes, that one. I like that one. Yes, Khorne's followers are the Oblivion guards, yes. Anyway, let's go. You know, that gives me a good idea. At some point, you know what we'll do? Sometime this week, or this coming week, we'll do a Zaruk introduces Warhammer for you guys. I will do my best to introduce Warhammer 40k. Like, we'll talk about, I know more about 40k than I do fantasy, but I'm more attached to fantasy than I am 40k. But I'll do an introduction to Warhammer 40k for you guys. Like a good introduction to the Warhammer world, the gods, and all that kind of stuff. So we can kind of get an idea. Is Khorne a fan of Khorne? Actually, yes, he is. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, milk for the cornflakes, butter for the popcorn, and mustard for the corn dogs. Khorne does like corn. Khorne likes corn very much. Khorne also sits upon the brass throne, which is a mighty throne of brass that sits atop a mountain of skulls that have been offered to him. Again, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Khorne sits upon the brass cob. No, that's Slaanesh. Slaanesh does that. That's Slaanesh's thing. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. And again, Slaanesh sits on a lot of things. But we'll address that when I do the Warhammer, like the Warhammer introduction thing next week. Orcs, yeah, the orcs love a good crumpin' and a good bite. Alright, let's see. Uh-oh. Man, this was a Resident Evil game. I'd be loaded with green herbs at this point. Whoa! Oh, what? Okay. It'll come back. Will you hurry up and drop down from the ceiling? Huh. Okay. Orc ships are faster because they believe that painting them red would make them faster. No, that's true. Yeah, they believe it, and thus it is true. Nice. Explain that. Okay. Alright, again. I recommend you guys save a lot of these questions for, like, another reason to follow me on Twitter so you know when I'm going to do this. Save a lot of these questions for that night, for next week when I answer them. But the quick summary, Nick, of explain that. Every orc, all of them, every orc is partially psychic. Even if they can't use their powers, they are partially psychic. Because of that, when enough orcs are together and they all believe something, that psychic energy basically combines together. So if enough orcs believe something, it becomes true. Psychic powers are weird in the Warhammer 40k universe. I'd have to explain the warp and all, and like where psychic powers come from. But basically, when enough orcs get together and enough of their psychic energy is amplified, they can basically slightly alter reality. So if a ton of orcs believe that the red ones go faster, then the red ones will go faster. And orcs have different colors for different things. Red means faster. Blue is lucky. Green is the best color because green is orc. Because black is for the odd boys, the toughest of the boys. White means death. Gold and yellow is for explosions and for the rich boys. And purple is stealthy. And if you ask, what does purple have to do with being stealthy? An orc will tell you, you ever seen a purple orc? The answer to that question is no, you never have. So they're a bunch of reality warping barbarians. Yes! 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 But not all of them are like, don't mistake them for being stupid. There are a lot of really intelligent orcs. The bigger and badder an orc gets, the more intelligent he gets too. And some of the biggest orcs out there are like geniuses, essentially. Like, and when I mean geniuses, I mean military geniuses that are able to go toe to toe with not only human but space marine commanders. They're that smart. Anyway. Oop, can't open that.
Security clearance required.
Going up. When we get invaded by aliens, you're gonna have to lead a few armies. You're asking the wrong imp. Not me. Oh, hi. Did I mention how much... Oh, hold on.
Hello.
Hi, welcome. I was just talking about you a minute ago.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, talking about how you'd be talking about how you'd be laughing at me for how much I was getting scared by the regenerator and everything. Also, ow, I've been cornered. Stop it. Also, I was talking about how I love the new heat effect on like the plasma, on the you know, ow. Yep, my first death. There we go. Who's the knockoff? If someone says, who's the knockoff dragon maid? That's pun.
Oh, no, this was not even this wasn't even for the dragon maid aspect of it all. One of my constant viewers in my streams made this for me, actually, just off of a whim.
I like it. Looks good.
It's actually depicted in the art style of Chainsaw Man, or the manga at least.
There you go. Now people can see it a bit better.
Yeah. Pun? Okay, tell a pun. I went outside to go catch fog the other day. I missed.
Farewell, boiling water. You will be missed. See, I'm trying to think of some other good ones I know. I caught my roommate boiling water, and I asked him what I said he was making holy water. I asked him how he was doing that, and he said by boiling the hell out of it.
Damn. What's up, Keen? Why do you shout me out or
yeah,
put my name in chat?
Yeah, Cataclysm, can you give Pun a shout out?
No, don't please. This is your stream. Don't do that.
No, too bad. It is my stream, so I'm going to make it happen. Do it!
God damn it. Don't do it. You're going to listen to me or him? Listen to me for once. Don't do it. You'd be complete. No. Please. Cataclysm, please. Please don't. I beg of you. Please.
I was
no.
gonna, yeah. I was gonna tell you,
Damn it.
So, we noticed a few things when we fought what's it called? Is it called the Regenerator, the Hunter? What is it called?
It's called in story context. It's called the Hunter, but people refer to it as the Regenerator because of
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, it's so closely resembling the Regenerator from Resident Evil 4. Correct.
Yeah. We noticed when we were dealing with it that apparently Dr. Mercer decided to give it a rounded ass for some reason. Like, I even joked him, like, you're an apex predator. Why do you need that much ass?
To bring in all the women, of course.
Also, I love...
Oh my god. I just saw that Necromorph fucking, kind of power...
Power walk, yeah.
Jesus.
Like stutter step.
Fuck. He was like, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to get out. Oh, I love that. I actually haven't seen that yet. Sorry, I'm mesmerized by the environment. The Necromorph coming out of the shadows type of deal. That was actually
like
really
that?
fucking cool. Yeah, just like that. But the way you were angled the last time kind of brought out the whole entire scene together. Like it kind of resembled Alien a lot.
Yeah.
How the what are the are they just called aliens or are they xenomorphs? Xenomorphs.
Yeah.
Necromorph, xenomorph. Okay. But yeah, so if you haven't already, this game is highly inspired by Alien and Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I found the thing. By the way.
The thing.
There once was a ship from the SS Ishimura, USG. She cracked a moon with gravity. Go me bully boys go. Huh. Soon may the Callion come.
Please tell me you know what this is.
Where the fuck did you find this?
In the break room. You know those weird those weird cult circles that are all over the place? They're code.
Uh-huh.
They're codes.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a code. When you go to the break, there's one in the break room, but there's others all over the Ishimura. And if you look down at the floor, where like there'll be usually an 8, like it's an infinite symbol, but it'll be like either a handprint or a footprint, and it's telling you either melee or stomp. And if you do a number of them, you get this. Soon may the Callion come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Bro, they put this in the remake?
Mm-hmm. But I think you'll be more interested by this. I'll let you read this.
Dead, they ascend to the stars, blessed on the watchers who guard their sleep. May the holy fleet endure, be beyond the reach of our enemies. May the brethren make them whole. For our fleet and its sacred cargo, glory everlasting. For those who disturb their stasis, blessed death will be denied them. Praise be the markers and Altman, the eternal prophet. Okay.
So, and basically there are three Easter eggs you can get by doing stuff in the circles. One of them gives you this. Another one gives you 2 nodes, just 2 free nodes for upgrades. And the third one is the Wellerman, which I think is hilarious.
Damn.
Hey, mouse. But yeah, I saw this. I'm like, I wonder if Pun can make anything out what this is to be. Because this sounds like something, the Doctor wrote. Because I understand some of this just from the lore of Dead Space. Like, because for our fleet and its sacred cargo, that could be talking about the fact that there's, that the Doctor's been storing Necromorphs in stasis to take them to Earth. Or,
right. So, long story short, this has to be in correlation to what's happening present day on the Ishimura, but there is something else disturbing in this thing, in this text. It literally says, "Dead they ascend to the stars. Blessed are the watchers who guard their sleep. May the holy fleet endure beyond the reach of our enemies. May the brethren make them whole." Oh fuck. So may the brethren make them whole.
It's talking about the brother moons, isn't it?
Yes, it's that one line is setting up. I just off of this one text file that you found just now, or that I'm reading just now, is me contemplating that they already have plans for a remake for 2 and 3. And I solely believe, and this is hypothetical now, but I do think that Motive Studio has something in the works for 3, albeit it be a thought as of this point.
Yeah.
But Dead Space 2 is gonna be it's almost a damn certainty at this point that Dead Space 2 will be remade, or a remake of it, and then we might get a reimagining of 3.
I'm cool with that.
If anything,
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, so am I actually. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was like stinky garbo for single players, but yeah. So that's actually pretty. That's pretty fucking dope.
Ooh, is this the force push gun?
Yes. I think the secondary firing mode on that thing is a black hole. It sucks them inward, and you can switch to your like plasma cutter and like line up shots quicker.
Suck. Hold on. Just suck. Let's see. I watched Spaceballs growing up, so yeah, Gravity Well. Hold on.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, yep. There you go. And you can switch to your plasma cutter real quick and just line up those fucking shots quick.
I love how the items are kind enough to stay on the ground despite the fact you blast everything else away.
Right. Those are like a half a ton in weight, and then everything else is just fucking paper. It's like, okay.
Clara says, Force push gun is a misnomer. Try kinetic shockwave dispenser. And I've also heard it nicknamed the deboner.
Damn. Pegboards exist? What, mouse? The fuck?
Oh, God!
Jesus fuck. God damn it.
There. Okay, I'm good.
Damn.
Why is it that the thing that's literally carrying more enemies is quieter than the normal Necromorphs?
That's the thing it needs to do. It needs to be quiet just to sneak up on you.
Oh, hold on a minute. Before we go into the pea soup fog, let me look around a bit. I love how they actually went out of their way, like, because you remember in Dead Space 1, no, there were some fog effects. Like, you could tell something was wrong, but that is some thick fog. Like, that looks like chlorine gas.
Oh yeah, that's toxin gas for you. That's literally like every type of necromorph has a reasoning for being there, and I feel very good about how they reimagined all the necromorph types.
So remind me again, Weezers are like, as long as you don't like, because in the cutscene where you're talking with Dr. Cross and she tells you about the plan about how to deal with the thing in here, she's in a room with one of these things and it doesn't attack her. Like, they don't really have a combat role. They're only there to kill things via, like, asphyxiation.
No, their sole role is to change the environment around them in favor of the necromorphs. It's literally, so the gas that you see kind of like it obscures your sight to the point where you're that you can't see like close to the floor or whatnot, and that gives the lurkers some time to sneak up on you and whatnot. So it's basically changing the environment around normal humans in favor of the necromorphs. Terraforming from hell, yeah, basically. Yeah. Yep. You be right, but I love the lore of Dead Space, and I'm very I get to way more into detail than I should have or should.
Babies! I don't like babies.
Fuck the babies!
Kick the baby. Yeah,
don't kick the fucking baby.
Yeah, don't kick the goddamn baby. Just kick it.
I love South Park.
So, what the
you
fuck?
Children.
What the fuck?
You gotta pay more attention. Stop. God.
I do.
I never asked your name.
Isaac Clarke, systems engineer.
Nerd.
Engineer. Have you seen Jacob Temple?
I haven't, but I'm looking for someone too. Dr. Nicole Brennan.
Oh boy.
Doesn't she help people leave unitology?
Yeah, like my mother. That's how we met.
I hope she's okay. The unitologists here didn't like anyone.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's next for Zaruk? Does he die by a fucking necromorph? I wonder.
Hey, I got through the scrap with the Regenerator's first appearance, even though I was outnumbered getting swamped. I got through that.
Yeah.
So.
Dead Space has always had the absolute best boot stomp in the history of video games. It also hits like a damn truck.
Yeah.
Oh, Dearborn was talking about the force gun. One shot from the force gun makes most enemies a 1 or 2 tap the force gun. Yeah. No, I know what you meant, Dearborn. I just had to read around the other comment. Sorry about that.
I will admit, one thing I noticed is that I actually think it was a pretty funny joke I had. When you meet Dr. Mercer for the first time, you know, he stasis guns you, and then, like, he mentions offhand, because I think it's a line from the original game. He's like, even if you knew, you don't seem like the very talkative type. And I made a joke the first time, because the game actually glitched and froze me in front of the computer to turn off the broadcast.
Oh.
So you could hear him talking off in the corner, and when he said, you don't seem like the talkative type, I'm like, actually, I'm Remake Isaac Clarke. I talk a lot. And then but then when we finally got the cutscene working and he goes like, you don't seem like the talkative type. My response was, damn, your nose is gigantic. Because it really is. Like, I noticed, I'm like, wow, they went out of their way to give you a huge nose.
Yeah, basically. But I like how... Have you beaten the game already?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then I'm not going to say anything else, because I needed to ask that question first and foremost. But I will say this: I love how they used certain characters in the game. It brightened up the lore of this game.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Every change they made. I don't know how Motive Studio did it. I really don't. I don't know what they did to convince EA, be like, hey, we need to come back in here and redo this. Did they, and don't mind me saying, did they figuratively and metaphorically fucking suck the dicks of EA's corporate shareholders?
Oh no, they probably just said, if you let us do this, they probably were like, remember how successful the original Dead Space was and how people hated the third game but loved the first one a lot? You let us remake this stuff, we'll make you even more money. Like, they probably told him, this will make you more money. And that, yeah.
I don't know, because it's been debated for years. Like, Dead Space was like, thought to be dead, and out of nowhere they're like, okay, what convinced them now more than any other day?
Probably because EA hasn't been doing very well and they need something to make money off of.
I mean, yeah, just as crappy as that may sound, I'm like, all right, that's probably plausible. The argument of this will print you money.
Yeah. And look, at the end of the day, when it comes to rich corporate overlords, that's the magic word. This will print money.
Yeah.
And yeah, Josiah is also correct. The success of the Resident Evil remakes probably did it too.
Right.
Oh God! I know what you do.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
you have to shoot that motherfucker before he gets to you.
Yeah, but you didn't notice that I literally before I said oh shit, I heard click 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 because I realized I'm like, oh no. The scariest thing to hear in a zombie game: click from your gun.
And you're like, oh shit.
Oh, now there's more of them.
Yeah. Yep. They you gotta watch out after the second or third wave in front of you. One of them will appear behind you, so be aware of that, so you don't get fucked in the ass. Or does it only happen on a certain difficulty? What difficulty are you playing this on?
Normal?
Okay, I was playing on hard, then never mind.
I'll give him this. I'm actually glad, thanks to all the additional upgrades and stuff, the pulse rifle, I actually like using the pulse rifle now. I mean, it was always, in the original game, it was just a backup weapon. Now I actually use it pretty often as a primary weapon. So, Hey, DG Crows, how you doing? Welcome. I'm Zaruk Wincall, and this is my buddy Punishable Horror.
I prefer Pun, please.
All right, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, but Pun is a horror game expert and knows more about the lore and creation of Dead Space than me, so having him here to laugh at my miseries makes it more fun.
Oh yeah, and even though that I'm like a couple of seconds behind while watching you live on stream, it's still funny to hear you say, oh shit, and then seconds later I then see what actually happened. I'm like, oh. It's fucking hilarious.
I have to tell you this. When we got the when we used the liquid nitrogen to make the enzyme, you know how the computer says do not ingest or consume. I made someone in my chat said consume the liquid nitrogen. I was like, ah yes, the forbidden ice cream treat, liquid nitrogen.
Consume.
Wait a minute. I just realized we cryogenically froze the Hunter, and it said it was going somewhere. Technically, this is refrigeration. Technically, wouldn't it go here, or is there a cryo storage bay?
There's a cryo storage bay, but yeah, you'll see. I'll let you know now. It's not there where you're at. I will let you know that, but you'll see. I don't want to ruin anything for you.
I forgot. Okay. I will admit one thing that does bother me that I really wish they would have added is that I get it. I'm floating, so it's kind of hard to do, but why can't I swing, like, melee with my weapon? Like, why am I not allowed to do that?
Well, then it would... Okay, so realistically speaking, you're floating in air. You're floating in space in a zero gravity tether or aspect. And if you went to go swing your weapon, you would be constantly spinning.
Yeah, that's true. Spin! Spin! Yeah.
And yeah, your thruster would slow you down to a certain degree, but
babies!
Yep, more babies. Damn children, get off of my ship!
Also, what is this? I forgot it. I remember in the original game I called this the Resident Evil Death Trap Room.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Yeah, because Newtonian physics is a bitch.
Yeah. Ow! Where did that come from? Oh, there you are.
Fuck off, ye engagement children!
Stop using the grenades on fodder enemies, they said. It's a waste of resources, they said. What terrible advice!
Then you have never seen a necromorph.
Yeah.
Nothing scares me, but those things.
Yeah, I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
Complete global saturation.
Oh my god. Oh, wait. I have to say this. I didn't know this until someone in my chat told me about it yesterday. But DC Douglas, the guy who plays Wesker and everything. So, funny thing about that, one of the things you can actually do, I think on his website, is that he has, like, he does take audio commissions from people.
Right.
But one of the things you could do is literally have a face-to-face, like, just a night of drinking with him. If you just want to talk to him. That's one of the things you can do. And I think that's so cool.
Damn. How many thousands of dollars does that cost?
I have no idea.
That shit sounds expensive. You're getting hit left and right, Zaruk.
Yeah, I know. This armor's been through a lot. I can take it. Blessed by the Emperor. Now, come here, you. No, you don't understand.
Burn the heretics.
No, I've literally been saying burn in holy fire whenever I use my flamethrower.
Burn in holy hellfire.
Like when we came across the Taco Bell trap, where, like, you know, on your way to it's in one of the, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The bathroom that has, like, the little, what are those called? The little things that crawl all over you? Do they have
they don't have a I never really looked up their name.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Now that I see that. Alright, now that
Yes, Clara. Essentially, in one of the bathrooms in the game that you can walk into, one of the toilets explodes, and a bunch of those things come out of it. And I literally, like, afterwards I said, I was like, oh god, this is the result of the, like, of a Taco Bell special. We need to go purge this. So I went in there and make sure I shot flames all over the place.
They are in lore, they are named swarmers.
Okay. But you know what trap I'm talking about.
Yes. You go into the bathroom, and in one of the toilets, literally they come crawling out.
Yeah, after like it literally explodes and like sends stuff. Oh god!
Zaruk, you saw it coming. You're like, well, I guess I'm dead now.
Well, no, did it jump off the wall or did it get exploded off of the wall? Okay.
No, it jumps off. It's called a lurker for a reason. It lurks on the walls and then it literally jumps at you.
I mean, if it wants to jump to me where I have a flamethrower, I don't see the problem with that.
Oh my god.
Please close the distance so I can make this as painful as possible.
Mouse, the what?
Yeah, the what?
I'm sorry. The Taco Bell trap?
Yeah.
you go to use the bathroom, you sit on the toilet, and those things they just they go through the exit per se. The fact you call it the Taco Bell trap is just cursed.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have to admit, when I first played the game, hold on. It's the what are they called? It's fun fact. When I played this game for the original Dead Space, I called these things chargers because, you know, they kind of remind me of the things from Left 4 Dead. Now I have another name for them, but I'm not going to say that here because I'm mature. So I'm not going to say that. Besides, I'd be stealing the joke from Russian Badger, so I'm not going to do that either. Unless someone wants me to say it. Yeah, Mouse is saying... No, those... I don't know what the enemies are actually called, but but when I first saw them, like earlier when I first saw them, now that they're back, I always think I'm like, ah, yes, the 10th prestige veteran of beating your meat. I see.
Damn. They're doubly named the Exploder.
Really? They couldn't come up. Really?
Yes, I'm looking on the Wikipedia right now, and yeah, Wikipedia can be kind of altered and not be right, but they all the names on here are actually I'm cross-referencing them right now. And the regular enemies are called slashers. The babies are called the lurkers. Oh, they're okay. And the one that jumped at you were called leapers. Okay, and then the bat-like things are infectors.
Yeah, I knew that.
And the things on the walls are called guardians. And the necromorph that actually looks humanoid but isn't, and he's like really fucking tall, is called the Divider. And the one that literally looked like it was pregnant are called pregnants. Really default, yeah. And yep. Okay, and the hunter is called the hunter.
Yeah.
And then there's ones that spit at you, they're called spitters. So very bland naming. But everything else about the game is perfect. Pregnant? Yes.
Am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? Am I Gregonant? Gregonant.
Am I pregant?
Am I pregante? Am I
pregante? Am I pregante?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh, you best fucking shoot that thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I made sure. First thing I bought for this thing was the thing that does burn damage.
Oh yeah, the burning after effect. Oh, by the way, look up at that tentacle on the top left. Shoot that little cluster.
I know.
Yeah.
Shoot the big glowing spot for extra damage.
Yeah, basically. See how everything else looks bland? Look at that one spot. It's very yellow. Shoot it.
Yeah. Oh, no, fun fact. I was telling, last night I was telling my friend Wani Miko Nile about, in Total War Warhammer, one of the factions has a giant crab unit that you can have. It's like a giant crab with a ship, with like a wrecked ship on its back. And they make, if you're fighting against them and you're playing as like the Empire, which are like the bog standard human army, if you're lucky, I don't know what triggers it. Sometimes it's just random soldier talk. You will hear a guy say, "The crustacean! Attack the weak point!" And I'm like, I literally remember, I'm like, did you guys literally just make a fucking giant enemy crab attack the weak point for massive damage reference in 2023?
Yes.
I mean, I approve, but at the same time, I was shocked to hear it.
Damn. Oh.
Isaac, I looked up Cross's notes on the... Oh, God.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, my God.
Kendra?
It's him. 239.
Oh, man.
Karen.
Who?
Wait, he's gone. He waved at me.
Oh,
and...
you're seeing things, too.
Sorry, Isaac. Keep going. A glitch on the camera. It looked like my little brother. Stupid.
Yes.
That's not possible.
And specifically talking about this Daniels that keeps on talking to you,
Mm-hmm.
they have a bigger role in the game now.
Yeah, I know. I know that much.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I am wondering why she saw her little brother, because is her little brother on the Ishimura, or...
Oh, no. That's okay. I was talking about somebody else. Oh.
Daniels, you said.
Yeah, but I completely spaced on the fact of who you were actually talking about. That's another character. Never mind. I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to. I know who.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Uh-oh.
No, God, no!
Yes. Yes. Kill him. Kill him. Make him one of us. Do it.
Oh, wait a minute.
There's aspects on his back you might.
I know.
Oh, okay. Oh, someone says use the force gun. Use the force. Good job. He dead.
There we go.
Damn. Getting out your anger?
Yeah, well, no, it's also funny to hear Isaac go, son of a bitch, when he's stomping on stuff.
Son of a fucking bitch!
Yeah, when he's stomping on stuff, it's funny. Ooh, I was about to say, you are surprisingly in good shape despite all that's happened, and then I saw the blood and half of his face is missing. Never mind.
Son of a biatch!
I've also heard... I've
no.
also heard a fuck you from Isaac.
And Mr. Space Shotgun does not approve of necromorphic shenanigan. And now we can see why I got nicknamed the Deboner.
All right, all right, you necromorphic rejects, screwheads. This is my boomstick. Just blow them away with a force gun. You primitive screwheads.
God.
I've actually never seen that movie. I just know that one line. This is my boomstick.
You're talking about Evil Dead, right?
Yeah, Evil Dead.
Okay, yeah, Evil Dead is really great. I'm actually gonna go see the new movie that's coming out from that series.
They still have the original, same guy playing, what's his name? What's his name? The main character for Evil Dead. What's his name?
Ash.
Yeah. Is this still the same guy playing Ash all these years later?
Yes.
Wow.
But Ash isn't... Okay, so in this new... Yeah, Ash Williams. So this movie, Evil Dead, is doubly named Evil Dead Rise, and it does not have Ash Williams in it, actually. It basically is centered around a family and a single mother trying to raise all of her kids, and unfortunately comes over the Necronomicon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and she, in one of the scenes in the trailer, she's like, I'm sorry, your mom's not here anymore. She's sleeping with the maggots. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, your mom's dead. I'm sorry. You cannot get her back. Oh, my God.
Quit following me around, you stupid corpse. Now, where's that, let's see. I need a battery. Where is it?
Oh, go down the way to your left. Yep, go down. No. Go back.
This way?
Yeah. And in the encasement on your left.
Oh, I see
it. In there. Yeah. I actually had a major problem finding this on my first playthrough. And I was like, where the fuck is it?
No, wait. Before you continue. Gentlemen, behold! Corn! Sorry, I had to make the obvious joke. I had to.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't know about that joke?
No.
The Aqua Teen Hunger Force joke?
I actually never watched
Corn.
I've never watched that one, that series before. Oh.
Oh god, there's two of them! Stay right there.
Burn, motherfucker!
There we go.
Burn in holy hell.
Yeah. But like in that bit, he goes up, oh, well, that's kind of nice. I am kind of hungry. Good! Then let the mating begin! And the corn springs to life and like lodges itself in the guy's chest.
Oh, ow.
And then later, he goes like, I give you corn again! And he goes like, oh no. He goes like, I'm not falling for this stuff, this time. This time shall be different! Well, if you say so, and again it springs to life and pins into the wall, and he goes like, it's not different at all, is it, Steve? It's Steve. Oh god.
God damn it!
The deck systems are missing. Like I don't remember the guy's name, but he's in certain before the show starts, like he's in these little bits where like he's just random things happen. Dr. Weird. Thank you. It's Dr. Weird. That's his name. Dr. Weird. No. All right. I got to find the... let me guess. Does that mean the data board's in one of the containers, too? Because, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, I can't... yeah, deck systems keycard needed. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to go find it.
There's also another one where he comes in and goes, hey, Dr. Weird, I know you were in the middle of something, but what are you doing? And, trying to remember some of the, like, because a lot of them are really weird and really silly. Isaac, the data board, go get it!
No fucking shit!
Yeah, no, that's a Payday joke. Guys, the thermal drill, go get it! Guys, the drugs, go get them.
Never actually played Payday.
Hello? Oh, God. I always have to keep reminding, I have to tell people, I'm like, yeah, remember, this was all people. This is all organic. This used to be people.
Yep. Ain't it? Isn't it cool?
I mean, the fact that it's literally like bio-organic, yeah. That reminds me. Okay, so, hold up. Because I have to concentrate to tell you about this. You are a horror game guy. What if I told you that there was an RTS game that so prominently features a horror element to it that it is probably one of the only games that can be qualified as an RTS horror game?
An RTS horror game, huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay, what's it named?
Homeworld Cataclysm. Are you familiar with Homeworld, the series?
It rings a bell.
Okay. So, Homeworld Cataclysm is the unofficial second game. There is a Homeworld 2. But Cataclysm is like the unofficial, like, it's both an expansion and a sequel. Now, the horror part of it is the antagonist of Cataclysm.
Okay.
It is a techno-organic virus called, that the Hagarans, who are the main humans in the game, they call it the Beast.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's also, and when WoW copyrighted Cataclysm, they changed it to Homeworld Emergence. So here's what this thing does. It's, like I said, it's a techno-organic virus. And what happens is, whenever anything, be it a ship, be it a probe, anything, gets any kind of technological or organic material gets it close to it, the Beast will fire a concentrated techno laser at its target. And upon contact, the laser will spread this techno-organic virus across the surface of whatever ship, anything that it hits, and it will literally consume everything. It will take control of the ship, and if there's any organic material on it, they are quickly broken down and turned into biocircuitry. And if you want to know what that is, basically, think this stuff that the Necromorphs do, but there's actually circuitry and wires in it. And unlike Dead Space, where they don't show you that happening, in Homeworld Emergence, you hear the crew people crying and screaming for help as this is happening. It even happens on your flagship in one of the levels, and one of the dudes below is yelling and screaming, "Cut us loose! It's free! Cut us loose!" So you cut them loose from your ship in an emergency jettison, and as that part of your ship goes tumbling off into the void, you can still hear the people screaming on it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And worst of all, this virus speaks. Because it literally it listens to all the audio logs and the radio recordings that the ships have been using, and it learns to speak by mimicking the words that it's been hearing for thousands of years.
So is that how it like draws in oh motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you can tell something's wrong when you listen to it. It's off. Like, for example, earlier in the game, an allied carrier is like, hey, we're going to go get help. You guys do what you can to do damage control here. We're going to get help and come back with the fleet. And then later, they mention in your command and control room, they're like, hey, we got an IFF marking. It's the Kausto, which is the name of the carrier. And you hear this, attention, Kunlan, this is the Kausto. We have brought reinforcements from Bilgara. Come to us. And you know, like, at first, it seems like it's his voice, but then it starts to slip. And you can tell, like, immediately you're like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. And worst of all, that's not the only way they infect people. The other way they do it is they will use the material they've gained, the biocircuitry, any loose material, anything they have, to craft warheads. And they will load them onto missiles or weapons on on the ships they have control over and fire them at other ships. And as soon as these things make contact with vessels, the virus will spread through the vessels. They literally use it to target a convoy of civilians. And literally hearing these civilians on the radio screaming about something coming on board the ship and yet saying, help us, as you watch the ship get taken over by the virus, it's fucking terrifying. Like, again, and worst of all, one of the races in the game, the Bentusi, who, like, kind of merge themselves with their ships so they can become one with the tech and kind of, like, become one with, like, space and everything. They mention that the reason they're so scared of the virus, or the beast, as they call it, is because if the beast infects their ships, they don't get turned into biocircuitry. They're kept alive. They are literally they're already merged with their ships. So the beast will basically fully merge the Bentusi with their ships, but keep them conscious and alive, trapped in their own bodies as their ships are used to infect others.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm like, I remember thinking, I'm like, this is a fucking space RTS game. Who wrote this? H.R. Geiger? Like, yeah.
Kind of sounds. No, I don't. For the most part, I don't like P.T. Lovecraft for him, like, for his personality. But the stories he has written, it kind of just resembles some of those stories. I'm like, God.
Yeah. So I can't find this thing. I might have to look it up somewhere because I don't know where this thing is. Unfortunately, the problem with Emergence is that because it was like kind of a pseudo expansion, kind of pseudo sequel. It was not remastered along with Homeworld 1 and 2. So the only way you can play it now is like you have to like either find, like, you can get it off GOG and stuff, but it's but since it doesn't have the remastered treatment like Homeworld 1 and 2 have now, you can tell that it's aged a lot. But one thing I will give it credit for, something that you probably never imagined an old late 90s, early 2000s RTS game to have, good voice acting. Like, really good voice acting.
Really?
Yes. There it is. Case in point, the captain of your ship. Basically, I'm giving spoilers here, but essentially, your fleet captain's like, hey, let's go talk to the Bentusi. They've been around for like thousands of years. Maybe they can help us modify this weapon we found to stop the beast. So you go find them. They're leaving the fucking galaxy. They've literally decided to be like, nope, not dealing with this shit. We're gone. So, since they refuse to listen, the only option is to destroy their warp portal so that you can talk to them, so they won't leave. What? Yeah, because they won't leave they won't listen otherwise. They're literally like, look, we don't have an option. If they're not going to talk to us, we have to make them talk to us. So, you destroy their warp portal, and naturally the Bentusi get pissed and start attacking you, and when I say attack, I mean they're literally slaughtering you. Like, because none of your ships stand a chance against theirs. But this is where the captain's voice actor gets to really show his stuff. Give me a second.
Right.
There we go. Because in most of the homeworld games, the crew and like the members of the crew and everything have to keep that, that military professionalism. Don't show too many emotions. Be very calm and controlled. Like actual military people are supposed to be. But this guy, after all the shit he's seen, he just decides, no, I'm gonna let you know how I really feel. And he admits it. He goes like, you're killing us. The people who came to you for help. Look at yourselves, the aloof, the mighty Bentusi, slaughtering the people who came to ask you for aid. Is this how you treat lesser mortals? And the guy says, the Bentusi says, we regret the loss of your short lives. Regret? We regret the loss of the whole sand-blasted galaxy. Stop killing us and help us kill the beast. Like, he literally, lets it all out and lets them have it. And then I love his line delivery where he calls them, he goes like, you're monsters. He goes like, you're killing us just because we asked for help. And the Bentusi are like, we're not monsters, aren't you? Look what you've done to us. Look what you've done to our people. And he goes like, you're worse than the beast. At least the beast doesn't pretend to be righteous. And it is such I actually looked it up. The voice actor actually, the lines were not supposed to be delivered like that. They were supposed to be delivered in a more controlled and calm tone. But the voice actor told the voice director, no, that makes no sense. After all of this that's happened, after all this death, all this loss, why would someone keep their composure when these people, these creatures who can help you are literally running and are abandoning people? Like, what sense does that make? And the thing is, it actually works. Because the Bentusi say, we fear. For the first time in thousands of years, we fear. And he tells him, he goes like, and the captain tells him, join us. We're not, he goes like, we're like you, we're scared. But if we don't, he goes like, but if we don't work together, this is just going to get worse. And we can't run from it. And then he caps it off by saying, now, are you going to work with us? Or are we going to have to ram this mining ship down your throat? And the leader of the Bentusi's like, that will not be necessary. We see our madness reflected in you. We'll help. And I'm like,
damn.
Yeah. And the thing is, by that point, they have probably killed your whole fleet. The only thing left you have is your flagship. That's all you've got left by that point. So when he says, are we going to talk about this, or do we have to ram this down your throat? He's basically saying, do we literally have to kill ourselves to get our point across?
Damn.
Yeah, I like what Clara said. No, I'm out of patience. That is the perfect way to describe it, when you're out of patience. When am I playing Homeworld on stream? Someday. I know RTS games are not for everyone. But, to give credit where credit's due, that's why I'm telling you about it, because not only is Emergence fucking terrifying for an RTS game, but the other thing that's crazy about those games is that people have called them literal space operas, because, like, that's what they are. The first game is literally a space opera in video game form, which I don't know many games that do that now. So...
Okay, so the original release date was on September 1st of 2000.
Yep.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's 23 years ago.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
So you said this was an unofficial release?
Well, no, it's official, but it's not. But it's this weird thing where, like, even though it's a homeworld game, it's not considered part of the series for some reason. I think it's because it was made by another developer or something. Yeah, unofficial sequel, basically. It's weird because Homeworld 2 does not acknowledge it. They never acknowledge it. Like, they never acknowledge the events. So, many people say that it's basically non-canon. But to quote Nick Fury, I recognize the council's made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it. And I do ignore that, because if you ignore Emergence, you're missing a huge part of the story. So...
I feel like that story... Just the way you presented Cataclysm, why would they take that out of the lore?
Probably because of all... how different the game was, probably. Because there were a lot of different things added to it. A lot of units in the game do not make a later appearance in Homeworld 2. A lot of, so there's that.
Okay.
Like, that might be it. It also, I think it might have also been because of, like, that's what I'm guessing, is because it was meant to be, like, it probably was meant to be an expansion more than anything, but then it got upgraded to a sequel. And then when they finally got to make Homeworld 2, they were like, okay, well, what do we do with this one? And to my knowledge, since Gearbox currently owns the Homeworld license, which they've always owned it, actually. Gearbox are the ones who created Homeworld. I'm guessing since they didn't give it the HD treatment, I guess they're either trying to forget it, or they just don't want to, they don't think it's worth, adding to, which is kind of silly, considering there's a Homeworld mobile game now, and Homeworld 3 comes out later this year. So why would you ignore the other game? I've also heard it might be because of some legal reason, but I don't know. Yeah, when Gearbox wasn't Shitbox, run by Grungo Greaseman.
Fuck, yeah, right.
you know who I'm talking about when I say that. Like, Grungo Greaseman, which is, it's the current head of Gearbox, whatever his name is. He who shall not be named.
Yeah, the dumbass that had, like, sex videos on a USB drive.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's him.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, yep. And,
like,
and company secrets, too, on the same USB drive.
Great. Cool. You dumb. You fucking an idiot.
Oh, God, no! No! No, 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 no! Not this! Not now! I thought I was done with this shit, man!
No! You best be shooting it quick, Zaruk. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I get you.
Yeah, it got me. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, thank God. Nope. Nope. Okay. Who timed that? Who timed that? Josiah. I got a you died effect right as it killed me. Is it really good to use the pulse rifle, or should I use my other weapons?
If you have, you have to use the pulse. I mean, if you want to buy ammo for it, you can use the plasma cutter, because it's gonna do more damage in the shorter amount of time. But still, you have to hit your shots. You can't like flail and just hit the arm where the pus sac isn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, in real life, if that happened to me in real life, I would be screaming like you just heard. Like, what's that? What's that video? Wait! No!
The fucking the Punisher.
Yeah. Wait! Yeah, that.
Oh god. Wait.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, that.
At that moment, if it let me go, I would have just basically have. No, I wouldn't run directly where the hole was. I would have like ran on the like the side where the door was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have been like, yeah, no. I'm not gonna stay here. I would have like tried to get my ass out of that tunnel.
Ow!
God. I love this scene so much.
Got it. Is that the
Is
that the Leviathan that does that, or is it something else?
No, it's something else entirely. It's literally so. In description from Glenn Schofield himself, it's literally it's like, you know those trapdoor spiders?
Yeah.
Imagine what the marker could do.
Well, when you're walking on the fleshy parts of the hallway, it literally tells you, hey, there's food here. Or there's something there that you can grab. How about you go and grab it?
Got
and
it.
it literally it extends out the arm very slowly so you don't hear it. And right when you least expect it, it grabs anything it can get its little claw hand on, and it like drags whatever it grabbed back through that fucking hole. It's a thing of beauty, to be honest.
Also, fun fact, you probably heard this before, but it's still really cool. Do you know why... I'm going to give you this little fun fact, and then I'm probably going to have to stop. Do you know why Isaac's armor like has like the brass and everything all over it? You know why they went with that look and everything?
Due to the fact that it was considered to be armor for mining, and not for dismembering enemies.
Well, that. But like, I mean, when they were designing the game, why they went with this. It's because it actually gives a reminiscent look of what satellite cloth looks like. You know, that orange or bronze cloth that, you know, like solar panels that satellites deploy? Yeah, that's where they got the inspiration from. They had this idea, I remember reading somewhere, they had this idea that engineers like would cover themselves with like these hardcore reinforced solar panels like this, or modified versions of them. One, that means they could have a constant power supply for their rig, and two, it meant that if something was damaged, it was easy to replace, because you could just take a strip off and put in a new one. Now, granted, yes, solar panels are extremely fragile, but like you said, it was for engineering, not dismembering creatures and fighting like it was the end of the world.
Right.
Also, I'll have to send it to you, but someone did a comic of Isaac covered in blood with his plasma cutter, and he said, God gives his strongest challenges to his, the toughest challenges to his strongest warriors. When the fuck did I sign up for the war? He's like, because when was I drafted? And it shows him like, and it shows him like kicking a necromorph body out of the way.
Fuck. Motherfucker.
It also reminds me of that line from Dead Space 2. He goes, I'm Isaac Clarke. He goes, what division? Engineering. Huh. Nerd. Figures. And I'm like, this nerd has a bigger body count than majority, like probably 95% of the people you've met. Don't mock the nerd.
God. Yeah. That sounds about right.
What was it I heard? What was I heard? What about? This is such a bad joke, but I think it's funny. What was it my friend said? Once he goes like, Isaac Clarke is what the quiet kid wishes he could be.
Damn.
And I'm like, that's so bad, but I mean,
it's so right.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, I appreciate you coming on, Pun. Big thanks for that. Means a lot.
Of course, and I'll I hope to catch another one.
I'm gonna send you that information about Emergence so you can take a look at it. Because it is you'll see what I mean. I can't do it justice. So
okay,
all right. Well, I will talk to you later. Have a good one.
Talk to you later, boy.
Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. I think that was fun. While I look for someone to raid, let's talk about something. Let's talk about that thing I mentioned earlier in the week. or earlier in the stream. One thing I am going to do next week is I'm thinking about doing a Warhammer Q&A. A lot of people were very interested in, like, when we were making jokes about Nurgle, or like Grandfather Nurgle and Khorne. Some people had questions about the Warhammer world. I'm not an expert, but I will gladly answer some questions. So I think sometime this week, I will do a Warhammer Q&A stream, kind of like an intro to Warhammer with Zaruk Windcaller, where I will basically give you a surface level, I'll say again, surface level introduction to the Warhammer world, both 40k and fantasy. So look forward to that. If you have questions, keep them in mind so you can ask them during the stream. Anyway, let me find us someone to raid real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's go say Let's go say hi to Midas VT. Let's go do that. Should I reinstall Space Marine? Or no, this is just going to be a Q&A thing, not a game. Anyway, let me get this raid set up real quick. All right. We're going to go say hi to Midas VT. I hope you all had a great time tonight. As always, it's a privilege and a pleasure to entertain all of you. I've been Zaruk Windcaller, and remember, the memories you make in life, good and bad, make you who you are. Don't change them for anything.
Bird up!
Bird up! And tomorrow, not Hi-Fi Rush. Remember, tomorrow is going to be on our new game. So if you want to be part of the voice crew for that game and lend your voice to an old RPG, make sure you're there. All right. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a great week, long 3-day weekend. Bye-bye.